Por 12 euros en este lugar pueden hacer un tour en barco por Brujas. Compran el tiquete aquí, 7 euros los niños y 12 euros los adultos. Así que vale la pena porque te explican mucho sobre la historia de la ciudad. Thank you. Te explican mucho sobre la historia de la ciudad y te dan un recorrido por todos los canales de la ciudad. ¿Dónde está ubicado? Justamente detrás de este edificio. Ahí queda el museo de Brujas. En la parte de atrás donde está el bus, en la parte del frente. Se vienen caminando por el costado y llegan aquí. Dice excursiones en barco. Bajan. Ahí compran el tiquete. 12 euros por persona, 7 por niño. Pueden pagar en efectivo y tarjeta. Y demora aproximadamente unos 45 minutos el recorrido por la ciudad, por todos los canales. Muy interesante, mucha historia y mucha información, ¿eh? Por 12 euros se puede hacer el tour en los botes. Por 12 euros por persona. Un tour por los canales de Brujas.
Okay. Not such a big difference. But thank you anyway. Okay, so a very welcome aboard. We are on the boat together for the next 30 minutes and enjoy the beautiful view. It is also very quiet at the moment on the canals because there's not that many boats operating, so definitely enjoy that. And right now here we're going underneath the Bonifacius Bridge, which is also the smallest bridge of Bruges. And we also call it the Lovers Bridge because a lot of people that are going to marry love to take pictures on it. Also marriage proposals happen there once in a while too. It is a pretty young bridge. It looks old, but it's quite young. It's built in 1911, which is actually quite young for Bruges. And also be careful for the next bridge. That one is a little low, so don't be surprised. And behind the bridge, a beautiful view on the old St. John's Hospital on the right side. So just be careful here. Pharmacy and science of the 17th century. So you can definitely get an idea of how people got treated, but also less treated. And also the Hans Memling Museum is inside of the hospital. Hans Memling was also a famous painter of the Flemish primitive. Because that bridge gets lower and lower. Mind your head, but also camera, phone. You have lots of iPods here on the water by the way.
Cuidado con los cachos. Es muy bajito.
Okay, perfect. No injuries. And the entrance to the Bélgica is here over the bridge to the right, which is also beautiful to visit The beginage almost feels like a little village actually, in the center of Bruges. And nowadays, Benedictine sisters and single women live here. And also this year, for the first time, there will be also some single, there are actually also some single fields now to listen to. Rules the water level in Bruges, and behind the lock house is the Lake of Love. The water level is also 1 meter higher on the other side. The Lake of Love also used to be a landing stage for boats traveling to Ghent, back and forth. You have around 50 boats more or less also around here. We used to have even more, but the bird game has been in the country a few years ago, and that we lost it, unfortunately. We also have some healthy young boys that were born last spring, so the population is increasing again. Strong Hendrik handled great influence properly. And again, the boat is...
Cuidado con los cachos.
This is also the oldest church in front of us, since the 10th century. In those days it started as being a small chapel. On my right side are all private houses of the 17th and the 18th century. Definitely lovely places to live. And just in case you, the first part is from the 17th century, 16th and 15th century with the stalactites. This is also a city map of Bruges made in lace, but yeah, pretty broken at the moment. They need to get a new one. And then also on the other side of the street is the Bloomingen Museum with the blue gates, which is also a painting museum. Beautiful collection of paintings from Belgium and the Netherlands from the 15th until the 20th century. And also here we're passing the Dever, this beautiful lane with the trees. And the Dever has been a marketplace for centuries. And nowadays there's still here a flea and craft market on in the weekends. But and here on the left that's also another old brewery, but one day it's closed. Tomorrow it's definitely back open. But what is it from? Also nice brewery. And also be careful for the bridge, especially people sitting on the right side of the boat. Mind your head, because we have a boat parked here, so just be careful. And this is also a beautiful spot, the Rozenboerderij. This also used to be the salt port in the Middle Ages. This is also one of the most photographed spots of Bruges. And also this beautiful building here on the right side with a little tower on the right side used to be the tanner's house, where they used to process animal skins into fine leather, and now it's a good restaurant. Something different, so just the flesh, not the skin. And here a beautiful view on the belfry. I'm just going to stop a little moment. When you look southeast, if you have the time, it's really nice to go up the tower. So you can stand underneath the bells. That's the highest point. But you do have to deal with 366 steps. No elevator. So it's a good way to warm up. Don't do it after visiting the Bruges, perhaps. But a beautiful view of Bruges and its surroundings. Today, unfortunately, well, the last days actually, the weather is pretty grey. When the weather is clear, it's also possible to see the North Sea when you're up there, 15 kilometers away. The belfry is also a symbol of power and wealth that Bruges used to have, and it was also used as a watchtower. And also this beautiful building here on the left side used to be the old Palace of Justice with the 4 pigeon towers. Pigeons used to be message bringers, flying fax machines, to say it like that. And nowadays it's a part of the administrational center of Bruges. And also here the next bridge coming up, one of the oldest ones. This is the May Bridge. And this one is built in the 14th century. This bridge is actually 700 years old. The next one, the May Bridge. So 700 years old. I must say a few years ago, pieces were falling down. But it got restored, so we are safe. Next one is also a beautiful old bridge, the Horse Bridge. This one also stands on many postcards, paintings of Bruges, the Horse Bridge. In total we have around 43 little bridges in the inner town. And here on the right side we're going to pass a house with a red door. And these are God's houses or almshouses. There's also here a pelican above the door, a symbol of a pelican feeding his babies, which is also a symbol of charity. So maybe you heard or read about the God's houses in Bruges. We have quite a few, over 50 in Bruges still. And most of them were built in the 16th, 17th century by rich families. And they were built for the poor people and the widows. And nowadays, all these God's houses are still in use, beautifully restored and still in use as social houses for the elderly people of Bruges. Where just anyone can walk in and have a look. And also now here we have arrived in a beautiful part of Bruges. This is here the St. Anne's Quarter, and we also call this here the Lost Corner of Bruges. And if you have the time, I highly recommend you to also come here to wander around. Bruges is very small, so it just takes 5 to 10 minutes walk from the Burg or the Market Square to here. And also a folkloric museum, which is also really nice. It's called the Black Cat. So there live approximately 20,000 people in the historical center, and so a lot of them live here. And also on the other side of the canal, where you see the church tower of Saint Jill, and that's also a really beautiful area, so just over there. And also now, right behind the bridge, you can take like a beautiful picture. It's a beautiful view of the oldest bridge with the oldest church and the old palace of justice. So a lovely view. I know it's raining right now, but so not a good moment. Bruges is also really small, so this area is really close to the fish market. I highly recommend you to just come back here when maybe it's not raining to take some lovely pictures.
Hey! Ça va? Ja.
'19th century, and you can still buy some fresh North Sea fish there in the mornings from Wednesday until Saturday on the other side. On this side here, there's like now a little craft market on during the day. And also here on the right side you can spot a nice rain pipe with a dragon head here on the right. And also here another beautiful perspective of that hotel with the wooden facade. So a lovely view here. The hotel looks actually a lot older than it is. It is built in the 1920s, 1930s. It's just 100 years old.
Error. Ik heb een slechte mail.
So maybe you also saw that movie once in Bruges, older movie with Colin Farrell. That was also that hotel in that movie in Bruges. You should watch it. You would also recognize a lot of the tour that we're doing.
Espero que les guste el video y nos vemos en un próximo video sobre la ciudad de Brujas.